Kia ora koutou, NZ Tech Teacher here. This time we're going to try and image trace very same image using lightburn instead of Adobe Illustrator. Lightburn's a little bit harder to edit, but I'm going to show you how to do it anyway. So I've got the same image I use in Illustrator. Remember, if you need to get your images into Lightburn, you need to come up to the little open icon and select wherever you've saved your image. So I put mine on the desktop, and then under this little drop down menu, make sure you've got it on all supported files, and you'll see my image is quarter 2 lines there. Now when you trace in Lightburn, you need to select your image using the arrow key, and under tools go down to trace image, and you can see it brings up a little window, and it's going to trace everything highlighted in that pink color. Lightburn also has a threshold key, so if you move it to the right, it's going to pick up more detail. You can see the extra dots is picked up. To the left, it picks up slightly less detail. So the sweet spot for picking up about the right amount of detail is probably somewhere around 100 to 110. And then when you're happy with what detail it's going to pick up, press OK. And now you can see I've got an image layer and a line, traced line layer. So I'll move my image over to the right. I don't really need that anymore. And then I've got my traced image here, and I want to select it and ungroup it to separate all the little lines. So right click over your image, select ungroup, and now you should be left with your main image and lots of little lines here. So those little lines, you have to manually delete them using the delete key on your keyboard. And if I zoom in really close, you'll see it's picked up 2 lines. So it doesn't have the same capability as Illustrator, but it still traces it, but you're left with 2 lines, which is the thickness of the pen in the original scan. So I need to delete that inside line, so I'm just left with it with 1 outside line. So to do that, if I zoom in on this little area here, I want to select the inside shape, which is that. Sorry, to go back a step. So I need to, on my toolbar, I want to select the Edit Nodes button, select the inside shape, and it brings up all the points. So I want to put a break between 2 points and then trim it so I can delete that inside line. So if you hover over that little button, it brings up a separate menu. So I'm going to use the break shape at point tool, which is the letter B. So if I just zoom in on that point there and hover over that point and press B, you'll get a little green square. And then I'll do the same over here, over that point, press B. And now I should be able to use the scissor tool to trim that line. And then I need to break that shape in another area as well. If I zoom out, probably the end of that line, I want to break it right there. So if I zoom in, get my edit nodes button, hover over 2 points, I'm going to put a break there and there. Get my scissors tool and cut the line there. When I zoom out, I should be able to break. I still need to break the line for that shape in this area here. So I'm going to get my edit nodes, select that one, and put a break here and here, trim that. Hopefully now I can break the line. You can see the highlighted dash part. So I can press delete on my keyboard and get rid of that. And then I keep going around until I have deleted the rest of the lines. So it does take a little bit of extra time to use lightburn, but it can be done. So to finish off, I still need to break the shape in this area. So I'm going to use my break tool, letter B, here and here. Break the line there. And then I think I've separated the inner part. Yep. I zoom out, press delete, and I'm getting pretty close to having just one line. All I need to do now is just break the line at the top there. I zoom in again and press B over these 2 points, and then trim it. And then I should be able to delete that inner line. And now I'm left with this one outline, and all I've got to do now is connect them together. So that's pretty easy to do. You can use the pencil tool and it should snap to the point. Before I do that though, I just want to get rid of this point here. I'm going to press, I think it's G to delete a point. And then to join two parts together, get your pencil tool, and you should just be able to easily connect your two parts together to create that closed shape. So we'll need to do it there as well. I might just delete that point there and then join it from there to there. And then if I might have one other area I need to join. No, that's all looking good. So it looks like I've got a closed shape. So I'm just going to move that to the side out of the way. And then I'm going to just delete all those other random points. And I should just be left with one color option for the laser cutter. So you can see I've got my image layer and my trace layer, and I am ready to go. So last thing, I just delete that image layer, and now I've just got one line, one layer. And to make that an engraved shape, all I've got to do is change that from line to fill, and then change my power and speed settings to whatever is appropriate for the material I am engraving. Usually it's going to be something around 400 speed, 30% power, number of passes 1. Okay, that's ready to engrave on a material on the laser cutter. The last thing you do is send me a DXF file of your finished design just by exporting that shape as a DXF file and writing your full name. That's it.